I Want More Comics and Games presents New Comic Book Day, November 26th. This holiday week comes with a few fun pieces to bring to the table, including DCK-O number 2, Batman, Green Arrow, and The Question in Arcadia, and Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman number 5. Conflict rises in a new mini-series featuring Daredevil and Punisher titled The Devil's Trigger. Black Cat drops issue number 5. Undead Iron Fist and Undead Pool continue. Spawn joins the holiday celebration with I Saw Santa. Skinbreaker releases issue number 3, while Escape from Rick Remender debuts issue number 4. Berserker returns with The Bleeding Tide number 1. Distillery premieres an ultra-violent interstellar romance in Galactic. And Vampirella joins the Jolly with her Hell I Day special. Get what you want and more at iwantmorecomics.com.
Well, sir, that is some swingy music.
I thought it was nice. Welcome, everybody.
Turned around and gotten it up and at 'em, huh?
Yeah, it was a holiday version of it for Thanksgiving.
Get a little jingle on your bells.
Yeah, yes.
Bells, Richie, bells.
Oh, yeah, bells, right.
Bells. Good Lord, kid.
Welcome, everybody. The half-hour hype.
It's Tuesday. It's what we do. It's Keith and Richie. And we peruse the rack that is, that will be, and all the joy that you can bring your holiday season right now. Follow along with us online at iwantmorecomics.com using the shop tab. Hit the new releases this week. And look, you'll be right where we are. You can order these books as we talk about them. These are the quantities that are available. And I can see a couple, like one of my favorites of the week already sold out. So I can't even hype up that Mortal Thor.
Dang.
There's a 1 in 25 Mortal Thor by Mark Gandolfo that was absolutely
nice.
But that's why people turn around and start getting on this in the afternoon when they get their hold slot emails and they start seeing what do they want, what do they want to add, and that's the purpose of the system.
Knowledge is power, and we are here to give you that power.
What bat light would you like to shine things upon today?
Well, we'll skip bats for right now. Let's talk about. Let's go into Marvel Comics and talk about Daredevil. We have a new number 1 by Jimmy Palmiotti. It's actually Daredevil Punisher, The Devil's Trigger. This is going to be, I believe, a mini series, and it's basically doing the really great, gritty story of Punisher going against the Ganucci family and wanting to go the distance, and Daredevil having to kind of deal with that chaos. A great classic story that I know we all love, and this is going to be for Daredevil and Punisher fans alike.
Feels a little timey, like there's a little bit of a ramp up leading on to maybe some TV show,
there might be something big there.
Maybe a little people talking to each other that would be involved in that type of thing. Seems
we have a lot of number 1s this week, so let's start with Dark Horse and do Devil on My Shoulder number 1. This is by Kyle Starks. It is kind of like a creepy, more ethereal story tied like Kill Bill, where a lady gets her revenge, but it's got a lot more aggression and gory horror aspects to it. So
okay,
there's that.
Fair to fair there and all this. I love how Nam always wants Richie to get the email, and Richie doesn't do anything with the emails.
My bad, Nam. I'll get on it.
Yeah. Not Richie's department. Hasn't been for years. That's okay.
Next up, we'll go to Distillery. You heard it on the reel there. It is Galactic number 1. It is touted as if George Lucas and Quentin Tarantino had a love child. I don't think
that's the word they used, did they?
They did not use that word. No, there was more aggressive, more Tarantino-esque, if you will. It is an ultraviolet interstellar romance that goes across the galaxy. I think it's going to be a blast of a read by Kurt Pyers. So Also done in the giant format because it is distillery. I would jump in on that.
Get your magazine size on, and look, maybe Chewbacca's a dog this time.
Maybe. Next up is in Boom Entertainment. Berserker is back with a new number 1 called The Bleeding Tide, written by Marjorie Liu and Keanu Reeves, standing by the side going, I think that would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool too. I'd like that. We have a pirate-esque version of the story. We know that this is how Berserker's going to go, with one-shots taking place throughout different eras of Berserker's timeline. There's a ton of great covers on this bad boy too. There was a lot.
Oh yeah, that's why I was kind of like not even going into one, because you just got so many options here. It's one that they're so good that we're stocking quite a bit for the rack there. The Rebecca Puebla is really sweet. The Michael Dionysus is.
I think Rebecca really nailed like the Keanu of it all.
Yeah, really solid, great stuff there and all that. So.
And speaking of awesome art, let's go over to DC Comics and finally talk about some Batman. I know we've been waiting for it. Batman Green Arrow The Question Arcadia is dropping this week. This is kind of a love letter to those social thrillers of the 1980s. Gabriel Hardman is on the everything duty. Wrote art and did the cover here. I'm very excited about this one. I loved those thrillers, those 3-part minis. And again, all of the covers are ridiculously good.
Bill Sienkiewicz going right back to his 80s style there, where you've seen it a lot of, like, say, like those Marvel graphic novel versions.
That's exactly, the prestige format, like 80s style one-shots it just screams it, and I love it.
He knew what he was doing.
He definitely knew what he was doing. Over at Ignition Press, we have another number 1. This one is titled Arcadia by Inaki Miranda and Roy Miranda. This is kind of like humanity's gone all kaput. Now there's kind of like these digital avatars that are born from crystals, and one such avatar has the nagging suspicion that things aren't as they seem, and tries to go digging into their origin and what actually happened to the human race. So it's going to be kind of cyberpunky, kind of tied in with a little maybe Matrix style-esque storytelling.
If the name, the Miranda Brothers, kind of rings a bell in the back of your head and you can remember it, it's because you were thinking of We Live, which was their breakout debut. That was the big deal there. Yep.
Yeah, so those two on Ignition Press with Arcadia, I think is going to be a underground hit. Don't just slide over that if you don't know what it's about. Moving on to Iron Age Comics, we have Deadhead number 1. I don't know Iron Age Comics, but this seems like a horror-themed publisher. This is going to be, at least from what I read, it really feels like it says it's John Wick meets Jason Voorhees, but it feels like My Hero Academia for horror. Like if we were all horror style slashers and you had to go through the gauntlet to become the very best. That's what Deadhead looks like to me.
So Iron Age is one of those that's under the Massive Publishing Collective.
Okay.
Their bigger hit that took by storm recently, if you remember back in October, was Haunted Box.
Okay. Excellent. So, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. And so far, this is their second title that they've put out there in that direction. So that's if you remember that, you may want to put this a little bit higher on your priority stack to get into. Haunted Box caught a following and turned around and was pretty popular there.
Definitely suggest it for all my slasher fans.
Good evening, Light One. Thanks for joining.
Hey, Light One. Good to see you. Another number 1 we have is back at DC. This is going to be a holiday issue.
Does it have Batman?
It might. I don't know. It's going to be short stories written by just a ton of people. Ashley Allen, Nathan Kenyon, Steve Orlando, Dave Baker, just to name a few. There's still a ton more. This is their holiday special. Going to be a one-shot this time. And it has Mahunkel kissing Santa Claus. Not cool.
Why not cool?
Because Santa Claus is married, man.
Oh, is
Not
that
cool.
that's the direction you're going?
Yeah.
He's stepping out.
Yeah.
This is that giant size 80 pager that we're used to with DC does one usually here, does one on Valentine's Day, but it's a really great kind of anthology type thing for you to turn around and get some pieces together for.
Yes. All right. From there, I think I've got another holiday issue from Image Comics. Gonna get a little darker here with Santa Claus. It's I Saw Santa, a Spawn Universe Christmas story.
This is a wraparound Capullo variant for it. We just showed the front and back and all this to kind of see the coolness for it, but pretty creepy.
I brought this up during our catalog viewing, and it's still just as interesting to me. It's basically a child that takes kind of an offense on what he thinks is naughty versus nice, and does not like that he got coal for his Christmas present.
We've seen those videos going around the internet about yelling at Santa for that type of stuff.
Next up, we're going back over to Marvel to new number 1 from a series that's been going on for a long time. Started with Incredible, then went into Immortal, and now we are at Infernal. This is Infernal Hulk number 1, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, the beginning of a new ongoing series of, I think, a really nasty version of Hulk.
Yeah.
A lot more monster than human, kind of letting go of the humanity aspect of himself. This could lead to a very rough encounter with Bruce Banner. This is actually has a parental advisory because it's, I think, going to go the distance there.
Yeah, and again, the story there, if you guys have been following along, the Eldest, it says right here, Evil Notice Eldest has torn Banner and the Hulk apart and has taken over the Hulk's body. So it's going to be a bad guy in a bad suit kind of thing.
Yeah,
So.
it's not good. Not good. So that's for my Hulk fans. Excited. It looks like it's going to be a blast. Then I have one. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I thought maybe you might be able to bring something to the table here as well.
If not, I'll make it.
Yeah, Rebellion Publishing.
Uh-huh.
Judge Death Mega Special 2025. Now, this is back before I was collecting comics all the way in the old 1996. But I guess we're making another debut appearance, and it's like, is this an anthology series? Is that where we're going with on this?
So that's my impression there. Again, if I'm looking at the credits, I haven't read a lot of Judge Dredd, Judge Death stuff, but with as many creators that are on there, it says that they're specifically strips. So Judge Dredd typically came out UK style in magazine and strip format, newspaper strip format, and I believe that this is in that style. So again, it doesn't say that this is specifically reprints of stuff that was already released there,
right?
But I would assume that some of it that's the way this anthology book kind of comes together. But even if that's the case, that's not something a lot of us in the U.S. have access to. We haven't been reading those types of the 2000 AD and pieces like that. That's who Rebellion Publishing does. So,
and I mean, I'm taken back by the Bolin cover. So
yeah, it is everything that you'd want. And Bolin has been big on this franchise for a extended period of time. So it's another area where he's got his mark left. And so quite a bit going on there.
Cool. All right. Next, we have a couple of mangas that are releasing new number 1s. One is under Titan, and it's called Gamera Rebirth Code Thursos. This is actually from Gamera, the Netflix show. This is going to be a prequel to that anime series on Netflix, featuring the origin stories of our favorite fire-breathing turtle. And then the other one is going to be under Seven Seas Entertainment, called Grand Metal Organs, and this bad boy is kind of a post-apocalyptic world where humans gain powers through electricity, and those that have electricity can kind of morph into monstrosities. We follow a kid that doesn't have that gift, joins the police force, and finds out that potentially not everything is as it seems. And then we go down the rabbit hole that way. So, a couple mangas for my manga heads.
Art on both those looks really amazing. So
I agree. And then there are 2 trade paperbacks that I thought I'd bring attention to from Marvel, because both of them, I'm not a big Marvel person, but goodness gracious, were both of these trades on my top read list, must reads. The first one is Epic Collection Star Wars Darth Vader, Vader Down. Karen Gillian, who is an incredible writer, with Jason Aaron, just 2 random writers there, put together, telling one of, I think, the most accurate telling of Darth Vader there is. This is specifically focused on the crossover that took place in the first era of Marvel Star Wars comic books. I guess the second era of Marvel Star Wars, in, what is that, 2015?
it was. Yep.
Yeah. So it's going to be Darth Vader 13 through 25, Star Wars Vader Down #1, which is literally one of the best Vader comics as a one-shot I've ever read. You can only read that comic and you'd have a great time. And then it also finishes out with Star Wars 13 and 14. If you read the entire thing together, it just shows you, I guess, the true power and why you should fear Darth Vader in this book. Epic Collections are really cool stuff that Marvel puts together. They read very smoothly, and I think that if you're going to have one Star Wars story, this one is up there for sure for me.
For anybody grabbing into this fits in during A New Hope era, the original Star Wars movie, Episode 4. They have done so far, since Marvel got back Star Wars in 2015, they have done 3 specific eras. We're wrapping up. I think we're almost done here with Return to the Jedi era.
Yeah, I think we're right at the end of Return of the Jedi.
So they went on here and all this, and the Jason Aaron, Karen Gillan, New Hope was probably cream of the crop of what they turned around and put out at that point.
They kind of needed a really big push on the very beginning, so they up-fronted all the really huge talent, and it paid off very well, in my opinion. Next up is Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon. The Premiere Collection is going to be here. This is Matt Fraction, who's currently doing Batman. But this is David Aja, Matt Fraction, and this was probably my first Matt Fraction. I think I went from here to Sex Criminals right after that. But what an incredible take on Hawkeye as a character. I think that these books both solidified who he was internally, and I think that they took that and brought it to the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the Christmas episode, like if that's something you do during the holidays, they owe a lot of money to David Aja because of the formatting. But it is genuinely some of the best content for a Hawkeye out there. Might be my favorite all time. I think that I didn't know this, but I think I don't know if that's universal here in the store, but this is one of my favorite Matt Fractions.
I think it's definitely one of those that everybody would put up as maybe the best Hawkeye story of all time. Mm-hmm. This is also a tremendous value at the price point it's at for 11 issues.
That is a huge point, Keith. I didn't even think about that. For $15, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
actually,
it's got me questioning that we even have the right price on it.
Like, yeah.
I hope it imported correctly there, but it very well just be that.
We're gonna look right now. So
yeah.
Yeah. One of the issues in this story is an all silent issue from the perspective of Pizza Dog, and it just has the dog running around, kind of like trying to understand what's going on and being completely motivated by food the entire time. Just great work. All I could give this thing praise all the time. It's one of my favorite things. So to have both of those released this week, that is some insanely good reading right there for everybody.
Well, and you're starting into the era right now where, the timetable right now of, around the holidays might be a couple days coming up that you want to just spend more time indoors than you want to outdoors kind of thing. So to curl up and read something all at once.
Those are great for that.
I just verified it. It's correct at $15.
Wow.
And I think I'm just going to go order another 10 copies of it. For us to
It's
have
so good.
I think that's going to fly.
Yeah, that's great. I highly recommend. At $15, it's a no brainer. If you've already read it, buy it and give it to someone else, because it's just good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move into one of the things I'm not quite sure about that maybe you can highlight. We have Dynamite Entertainment has the Dynamite Blood Red blind bag this week. What's going on with this bad boy?
I'm going to absolutely just go and read it because, again, I want to make sure I don't cross up any.
Sure.
Dynamite's done several different ways of blind bagging. We brought up on FOC this week what I think is one of the most favorite ones that has an exclusive cover plus a blank in it. So you kind of you could even treat the blank as a reader copy, or you could treat it as something else. So a couple of them they've been doing this way. This one specifically says for the $10, I believe you're only getting one copy. So it's just one copy of the book. And it is skull cracking covers from all the people involved. So I didn't have a lot of details on this, so we didn't bring in a ton of them. I'm not sure that these are unique covers. It doesn't brag about it, so I don't assume it. I think this is more than likely that you could get one of the random covers or fancy treatment on a cover kind of thing. But without good details, this was tough to really pitch, promote, or get fully behind.
Absolutely.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it's terrible. Again, this is an issue that came out. This is for issue number 1, which came out a month ago. But we just, without good information, I can't tell you guys, hey, rush out, make sure you buy 100 copies, because it's not that style of thing.
All right. I have a couple of DC variants and Marvel variants I wanted to talk about, but the first one we might as well chat about because it's more of a runway variant, because all of them are pretty good, is DCKO number 2. I think DCKO was a hit, and I'm extremely excited for issue 2. This event is turning out to be everything I wanted it to be. But outside of getting into it, discovering all the 32 challengers, finding out what these fights and rounds mean, they are just absolutely bringing the thunder when it comes to the variants on this bad boy.
I will say that as far as judging a hit, for how fans are reacting, we've had more people add on to it. We've had people clamoring to get to the second print is out. If you missed it, if you were like, oh, I'll hold out and see if it's worth jumping into and all this. There are 2 different second prints here, the Dan Mora or the Javier Fernandez, which is the acetate cover without the acetate on it.
Nice.
So I think that the fans have spoken and that they really like this too. So I think it's beyond just the fact that this hits everything Richie wants, which is DC people doing,
epic DC things. Yes. Also, not for nothing, but if you're looking to get a second print, I highly suggest that Dan Mora one. It features absolute versions of our favorite trio there.
Ooh, that is a good point. It's kind of one of those hidden. If somebody's building the master set of absolute kind of thing,
yes,
end up on the hidden checklist kind of thing.
Yeah, the 1 in 25 colon variant is insane. That Ben Oliver, absolutely takes my eye every time.
Yep.
But what Daniel Warren Johnson's been doing with knees to the face should be studied as an artistic form.
I'll give you that.
Unbelievable.
You have your AEW cameo.
Yes, that features, for those that are in the know, that features Toni Storm on her first cover.
Yep. And then Bianchi, Kirkham, Del Mundo. It's gone. It's there. Also this week for DC KO, your tie-ins and other things going on there. Flash, Justice League Unlimited, and Superman are here. There also, don't sleep on this if you missed it, the Justice League, the Omega Act special second print is there, which had much higher demand than first anticipated. So we are
Absolutely.
excited about that. Oh, and I guess the Titan second print was the other one that I was thinking of that I had to find on the page there. So
Yep, and that typically happens with that very first crossover, and both the Omega and Titans kind of fit under that thing where we weren't sure what to bring because we didn't know how big DCKO would be. So those second prints are definitely mandatory if you missed out.
Yep.
We'll stick with DC and jump over to Absolute Batman 14. Obviously, Absolute Batman's just always a banger.
Wait. We talked about it. We weren't going to talk about Batman anymore.
Okay. There is a first appearance on a cover here with our first appearance of Absolute Harley Quinn. She was featured in the issue previous, but this is the cover with a great Derek Chew. So don't miss out on that bad boy.
Yeah.
So with Marvel, I just wanted to highlight our Streetverse because this is the final week of our Streetverse crossovers or cover themes is what I meant to say there. And they feature actually one of my favorites, which is Elektra. I think that Elektra one is the best.
Not a problem. I like that Hulk got included here, even though, like he's kind of
he's wearing shorts.
It fits. I mean, I kind of like the gloves.
I got to respect the 90s wrapping the coat around the waist. Like that. Obviously, Hulk is 90s grunge, and I appreciate that.
He's just going to rip it if he's wearing it, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Undead Iron Fist has a great Kevin Eastman cover for anybody that's like me and has to pick up the Eastman variants.
I think I told him to take this off your list just for.
Oh, okay, thanks.
That was your Eastman.
There you go. And then Black Cat, I think, has is good enough for a runway where we get to look at all of them. It's just been very good.
Yeah, Chew, Mark Buckingham.
Even the A cover is just so good to me.
Adam Hughes. So you're not gonna lose out on that, and Streetverse is there for that too. So choices. Good luck. Good luck making your choices.
The final one I brought to the table was in DC Comics, Trinity, daughter of Wonder Woman. There are two things with this, is that the homage is fantastic, but I didn't recognize it as a Jay Lee cover. Like that threw me for a loop as well. But yes, we have a corgi in the Death of a Family homage.
Yeah,
it's just good, man. I don't know what to tell you. It tickles
this
me.
Is the point. Like it's gonna go. It's gonna fly. We went deep on it. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna pull this multiple times tonight for people who are catching when they browse the rack.
It's a corgi in the family.
Yeah, it's just gonna sell. Trinity having a corgi as a pet is probably.
Well, those that might not know, the problem is that Trinity accidentally dropped a bunch of corgis in the timeline, and she has to go through and clear it all up. That's what this story is about. So
yeah, wasn't there? Is it
keeps
more
messing it up?
Yeah, so there's other covers there too. I mean, Jorge Coronas and John Boy Myers are great stuff too.
I thought we'd bring up the second print of what you were trying to get people on before.
Yeah,
that first appearance.
Yeah, that the Sam Beer foil cover here for Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Character's name's Matriarch, right?
Matriarch, that is correct.
Yeah. So second print foil on that is on the shelf, or you can just get a second print if you're looking at reading that and all this. Nam has not seen the post yet on Facebook and all this. Will there be a stream sale tomorrow?
Oh.
There will not be.
No,
we are turning around and buttoning up the store pretty quickly so that we'll be open normal hours. We'll be here till 6:30, but we're going to get everybody home to start preparing for the holiday and let everybody spend time with their family. So tomorrow we will be skipping the stream sale. We will return in a week for that.
That is correct.
But thank you for the segue, Nam. I appreciate it.
There was a final homage from Detective Kaiju number 4. from Massive Publishing that is continuing their Dark Knight run for homaging, which I don't want people to miss.
Good point. Good point. Grand finale on this storyline here. So,
And that is everything I brought today.
I mean, I think we covered it. You guys know the site is up. You may place your orders, save your shipping if you want to select in-store pickup, and turn around and beat the rush. Get all the books that you're looking for now, so that you don't have to worry about it. I will be pulling those and getting them all prepared for you guys to pick up as early as 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. But if you are someone who needs the shipping, no problem. We got that. The website handles it. We do it.
That is correct.
We put the resources out there. We point the finger at it. You guys get to use it. So turn around and feel free to check through this. And as we just said there and all this, the next time we will see you will be on Sunday for back for FOC. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving break there, even if you only get to squeeze one day out of it. And do not maim anyone during Black Friday sales. Keep it elbows down and turn around and do that.
I love it. Yes. Happy Thanksgiving from us to you. We truly appreciate everything you guys do. We're thankful for you allowing us to do this and all of your time every week. Appreciate it.
See you guys again.
I Want More Comics and Games presents New Comic Book Day, November 26th. This holiday week comes with a few fun pieces to bring to the table, including DCKO number 2, Batman, Green Arrow, and The Question in Arcadia, and Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman number 5. Conflict rises in a new miniseries featuring Daredevil and Punisher titled The Devil's Trigger. Black Cat drops issue number 5. Undead Iron Fist and Undead Pool continue. Spawn joins the holiday celebration with I Saw Santa. Skinbreaker releases issue number 3, while Escape from Rick Remender debuts issue number 4. Berserker returns with The Bleeding Tide number 1. Distillery premieres an ultra-violent interstellar romance in Galactic. And Vampirella joins the Jolly with her Hell I Day special. Get what you want and more at iwantmorecomics.com.